Greetings, Elder Blacklight. Now, I'm about to play a section of Supreme Wisdom. Listen very closely to this lesson subject.
There's more to be understood in the words, that the laborer's pronunciation of words and syllables must be in the past, future, and present perfect tense, otherwise will not be considered. What is meant by the laborer's answers to all lessons in the past, present, and future being perfect is that we must know and be able to prove at all times to the new converts that the lessons that our Savior Allah gave us to study and learn is the fulfillment of the prophecies of all the former prophets concerning the beginning of the devils and the ending of the civilization and of our enslavement by the devils and present time of our delivery from the devils by our Savior Allah. Praise His holy name. There is no God but Allah. How that Allah would separate us from the devils and then destroy them and change us into a new and perfect people and fill the earth with freedom, justice, and equality is the fulfillment of the prophecies of all the former prophets concerning the beginning of the devils and the ending of the civilization and of our enslavement by the devils and present time of our delivery from the devils by our Savior Allah. Praise His holy name. There is no God but Allah. How that Allah would separate us from the devils and then destroy them and change us into a new and perfect people and fill the earth with freedom, justice, and equality as it was filled with wickedness, and making we, the poor lost founds, the perfect rulers, otherwise will not be considered. What is meant by the laborer's answers to all lessons in the past, present, and future being perfect is that we must know and be able to prove at all times to the new converts that the lessons that our Savior Allah gave us to study and learn is the fulfillment of the prophecies of all the former prophets concerning the beginning of the devils and the ending of the civilization and of our enslavement by the devils and present time of our delivery from the devils by our Savior Allah. Praise His holy name. There is no God but Allah. How that Allah would separate us from the devils and then destroy them and change us into a new and perfect people and fill the earth with freedom, justice, and equality as it was filled with wickedness and making we, the poor lost founds, the perfect rulers. Therefore, if we have not this understanding, we are yet blind to Him that has come to save us. For this is our Savior's desire, that we should know Him as our God and Savior, and that beside Him there is no Savior for us.
Now, those words are to be studied. Save this video because right now, in this pandemic, is the time to make a move. Not business as usual. Don't keep on doing the same old thing that you've been doing 2019, not even last month, not even last week. Now it's time to network. Allah, according to the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, can mean several things or have several levels of understanding. All of us together, all the black, brown, red, and yellow make up Allah, the original people. Now, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, back in the day, the brothers and sisters, when they first heard the Honorable Elijah Muhammad start calling us originals, that's how we used to address ourselves Well, I remember I was a little boy, but my mother, her brother, and several Muslims, they used to call themselves and black people, more than black, originals. They wouldn't say black, they would say originals. Now, when you say original, the opposite of well, what is the opposite of original? When you got something that's original, well, original, when you got something original and the opposite of original, you got several meanings you can go to, other words you can go to. You can go to the word artificial, could be the opposite of original. Synthetic, you know, that could be one term used. But artificial means unreal. So the original also got something to do with the origin, the word origin. And in that word origin, you got genes, genetics, but you got authenticity also in that word original, authentic. You know, you got the master copy or the master reel, the first reel. Now, even when you make a tape recording, it's not the original. When it first come out your whatever you are, singing, rapping, or whatever, a musician or whatever, and you make a tape recording, that first sound that come out your instrument or your mouth or voice is the original, and it's imprinted. The original is imprinted on a material sound that can capture sound, and we call that the master copy. But the key word is copy. Then you could copy from that master, and every time you copy from that master, it gets weaker and weaker, or the sound, you know, it loses quality. And when you make so many copies off of that one copy, just like in you know, when they have those videos, bootleg videos that they copy when they go to the show or to the picture show or moving pictures, and they get it off the screen. When it gets back to you, you can tell the quality in it is poor. And even if it's a carbon copy, it's still gonna lose some quality. You know, so this is the science behind the making or the state of the Caucasian. how can he be in authority over the original? You see what I'm saying? So the quality of righteousness is in him no more. Corruption is his nature. He's unnatural. So everything he gonna do is gonna be against nature. That's what the word Israel means. Against God. Well, God is nature. He's the original author of all that we see. So the Caucasian knows that by him not being of the original, that he, is not going to be here as long as we going to be here. He has hardly no melanin. So he has to run psychology or a con game on us. And he tricked us into believing that he's the original and we are carbon copies or copycats, and that's how we acting. He got us thinking that our melanin is a curse. Now every one of y'all believe that because y'all ain't changed y'all way you think, you ain't changed the way you act. And in this pandemic, he keeps doing the same thing he been doing, killing us, inventing all types of insects, like that killer hornet, to kill off the bees. Yeah, that killer hornet or wasp or whatever it is man-made. Black light.